Just me. Okay, we're live.
Gather round, y'all, it's radio time. Flash and flying, all in a run. Who's the hero that swings through the sky? Shout it loud, don't be shy. Who's the dude with claws so mean? Sit in the sea. Can you name this man so king? Answer now, like a zine. Comic books and super foes. Oh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Who's the lady with the lasso? Truth and justice, she's a pro. Who's the knight in Gotham's glow? Feel the beat, let's go with the flow. Pressure's coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Oh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Questions coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Oh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows.
Hey, y'all. Well, we made it. Another week. Wasn't easy, but here we are. So let's go ahead and get going with the games. While we do that, I'll see who's in chat. All right. This is closest guess. So you just put in the number you think is the answer, and whoever gets it closest wins. Christina, hey, Bleak, what's up? Hey, Troll Pops. Troll Pops all the time. Barry. See, Matt made it. Lucky Peter, yeah, love that Baudet shot. Ooh, I can show stuff. So you got to be quick on this one because can't give you time to Google it, right? Now, why would Jay know that? Yeah, I think they were looking for a year there. Oh, Logs got it the closest. It was 1824. I had no idea. This is just general knowledge, I hope. Haven't tried this game before, so we're testing it out. Hey, I think I know when that was. I know about when that was. I remember I was working next door to a record store, and when they started carrying CDs, Rush started putting out their albums like 2 a week for 3 months to get all their albums out. So I was over there buying the Rush collection every week on payday for my first job with the CD. 1982. I was thinking 84, but and Robert Spring Troll Pops got it spot on. It was actually 84 or 85 when Rush put their albums out because that's when I was working. My first job delivering pizzas. And no, I didn't have a CD player in the car at the time, so I had to put them on a cassette to be able to listen to them while I was working. I wouldn't know. I've never heard of it. The Mecca Royal Clock Tower in Mecca. Meters. What's a meter? Isn't that a band? A funk band? The Meters. 8,000 might be a little high. 601. 8,000 meters. That's over a mile, I'm pretty sure. A couple of miles, actually. Matt. Ha ha ha. I could say something about this, but yeah, we'll just leave that alone. I don't know, man. I'm thinking it's more recent than that. I thought it was a colony of Denmark now. Well, what year? Dying to know here. 1981. It was in junior high. Not surprising. I don't remember that. Wasn't that around the time of the Easter Island or whatever? Not Easter Island. What was the islands down there? The little mini war. And what year was the internet first implemented? Yeah, to me that's a trick question. Do they mean Milnet or do they mean the World Wide Web or do they mean like email and news groups? Those are three different things. '69, so they're talking about Milnet, any form of internet. '69 was the military. Well, Milnet, but it was what university was it? One of the big MIT or somewhere like that. Worked together with the military to create it. And that was basically a telegraph over a phone line or something compared to what we have as the internet now. How long is the Volga River? I don't know, but it sounds kind of rude. What is it? Where is the Volga River? Germany, perhaps, or somewhere that speaks Deutsch. sounds German anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good guess. Yeah, putting in a comma in letters probably screws it up. Russia. Okay, that makes sense. I should probably know that. I was never any good at geography, though. Good job, Christina. Oh my God, what Intel chip was in the first real personal computer? That would be a number. I'll bet one of y'all knows it or should know it. If you used a computer back in the 80s or 90s that had the first numbered Intel chip, do you believe it was a 486 or a 386? 386, I think. They had PCs. Oh, the correct answer is the 8080. Okay, yeah. Never mind the TRS 80. Yeah, it was an 8080. I was thinking it would have been the 486 that was the first Intel. Never mind. It's been a while since I took basic computer class. Hey, the French Revolution. Yeah, apparently I didn't either, Christina. I would have missed by a mile. When did all the heads roll? And what they say? Eat the rich. Have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, 1789. Yeah, some people should take note of the French Revolution and how it took place and what happened. Using feet, how long does the human small intestine measure on average? Hey, didn't we have this in one of the other games last week? Because I seem to recall that I know the answer to this because of that. Apparently, I'm the only. Holy cow, Jay. I don't think you could fit that many feet of anything inside the human body. I was thinking it was 60. It's 17. Okay. Well, Christina got it. You know, man, I thought you answered higher than that. Oh, no, that was Jay. Yeah. How did you nail it exactly? Good job. The Aztec people sacrificed how many people per year? Is it based on astronomical event? Oh gosh. I don't know. I figure it was correct answer 250,000. What? Wow. What did they sacrifice? That can't be right. 250,000. That's insane. Wow. Okay. All right. Matt just pulled it out. I swear you didn't. Have you hacked my computer? No. Jay, Christina. Okay. Let's see what happens with Wordict. Start putting in some 5-letter words. Hey, I can't believe it didn't actually pop up a whole bunch already. All right, the word has an H in it. It has an R in it. It has an A in it. Rash. No. Hairs. An H, an R, and an A. 5-letter word with those 3 letters in it. Oh, and the A is the second letter, and the R is the fourth letter. It has an A, an H, or an R and an H. Oh, tough one. Hmm. Oh, okay, here's a hint. It's a proper name. It's a person's name. It's not, it is a proper noun. There you go. I didn't know you could use proper names in here like that. Okay. All right. An R and a C. An O, an R, a C. R is the final letter. Not too many words that end in R, is there? There's an O. You're only missing one letter. Because there are 2 C's in the word. Hint, hint, 2 C's. typo, Jay. You had it. You, good one. All right. An A, an S, a T. You're a little behind, Christina. I would have thought Christina would be the one to type peace. Boat, taste. All right. There's a, you know where the E is. You know where the A is. There you go. Good job. How'd you jump to that one so quick? How many round stuff set this out? Just 5, I think. Funny, it doesn't tell you on this one. Carry. Oh, there's an R in it. There you go, Robert. Carry. I think this is the last one. And it also has an R. Oh, yeah. A word I'm very familiar with. Hearts. Hmm. Oh, the second letter is an R. It has an N. Hmm. Trying to think of a hint that doesn't give it away, but I can't think of one. You know where the R and the N go? Whoa. Oh, yep. It is not the past tense, or it would seem like it would be. There you go. Something I'm very familiar with. The drank would be the past tense. All right, Barry 88, J 43, Adamantium Blade, Comics Collect 20, and Christina 20, and Robert 19. This one doesn't have a final screen. All right. We got about time for about one crossword puzzle, and it'll be time to start the trivia. The first round will be about a guy known as the Dark Knight. Two, one. Hey, Mark. It's called live reacting software. Pretty fun. But paying for it, I can't afford to pay for StreamYard or any of the other stuff. And I can have guests on this, but it's kind of a resource hound. So unless you've got a really good system, you'll you just glitch out. So I find it better to just do this solo and then go over to StreamYard for the community. Even though I think I can have like 10 people on here if I want to. Ward off. Hmm. Long range bomber? That sounds. Yeah. See here. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a tough one. Ward off. Somebody was on the right path with deter. No C. How'd you get sniper, Will? That was a good guess. Oh, no C. Those of you that use video editors should know that word. Right. Yeah, six down has to do with whether you can see something completely solid or not see it at all or somewhere in between. I use it with green screen when you're doing video editing. Yeah, and the word I'm describing ain't the easiest one to spell. That's it. You just got to actually use a Q instead of a G. A bird. That's it. I don't know why it didn't register avert. AVERT. Is that what? Yeah, very, very. Ward off. You got it correct, but it didn't register it. Correlates or organ. How about that? Wow, how'd you know that, Boggs? All right, somebody's got to know that. I still don't understand results here. I would say J1 around there. Okay, and here we go. I had it set for a 5-minute countdown, but we're actually past 9:30, so we're just going to go ahead and start up the Batman round. So, I hope you studied up on the Dark Knight. Even if you did, you probably didn't study the right stuff. It's just, like almost 90 years worth of material there. But most of these are from stuff most everybody has read, if you read comics. Here we go. Oh, I have to remove the image. Oop. How many read Batman Rip RIP? So this should be easy. Mhm. Well, Legion got it at the last minute. He corrected himself. It was mental. Oh, well. Got to read the question more carefully, I guess. We don't copy Jay's here. You got to be quick, but you can't just copy. If you don't know it, well, just guess. I don't know. I know. I love Match too. Oh, there we go. Frank Dixon. Didn't he write the Hardy Boys? Let's see. Something's missing. Huh. Sorry. They really need to do something about their music scale. Anything above a 1 is too loud. Yeah, copying Jay is a great life strategy. For some of us, anyway. Yeah, I guess you have to have read Flashpoint. You didn't read Flashpoint, then you were just guessing, I reckon. And that's the thing with a lot of these. You have to have read the story arc. So, read it all. Batman the Cult. I have to admit, I did not read this one, so. My guess would be whatever Mark said. He didn't answer. Jeff and Matt knew that one there. The Mad Hatters and Alice in Wonderland. Grant Morrison's Run. Everybody's read that, right? It's like one of the best ones. Or I assume it is, because he's such a good writer, because I've actually never read it. I should read more Batman. I read Hush, Dark Knight Returns, Year One, Death in the Family, Death of the Family, Death After the Family, whatever. All of the above. Oh, and the ones with Bane and the ones with Ra's al Ghul. Apparently it was Dr. Ferd. It's Grant Morrison. And that sounds like Grant Morrison's guy. He doesn't come up with them fancy names like Ra's al Ghul, right? It's the name of the experimental prison Batman visits in the Ghost storyline. Sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons module. Jean Paul Valley. Yeah. Helm's Deep, exactly. It's Dark Knight. Yeah, I was thinking it was Azrael. I didn't really know that. Oh, this one goes way back. Hope you read this stuff before you were born. Well, for some of you. I read this one in high school. I think this was the mini-series Batman the Outsiders before it became a regular series. I said some of us, Jay, or some of y'all. Yeah, not some of y'all. Actually, I think there's only one or two in here that were born after '83. I know of at least one. Yeah, I remember reading it. I was in high school. Let's does the Joker call the Batman who laughs in Dark Knight's death metal? A lot of people have been talking about this lately. Some people like it, most people didn't. I thought it looks pretty cool. It's got some cool artwork anyway. I was going to say, is Jay the only one that answered? Apparently it's a pretender. Now, how can that be that Jay gets one right and don't know? I didn't read it. I need to. But that puts Matt, Berry, both at 6 correct, with Matt a little faster on the keyboard. You know, I'm beginning to think that just guessing and hitting the number is how you win. Maybe I need to make the questions not so hard. I thought you're comic people. Y'all know this stuff, right? Well, let's see how much you know about Iron Man. And I really got to remember to vet the questions I don't know. Like that last one there. Korean night. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I'm trying to get rid of that layer and I can't find there. Y'all figured it out. Wow. In the comics. I do seem to recall it was a Asian guy. In the 1980s. Oh, shoot, that's the second one. I don't have an origin book. Hey, Lady F. Glad you could make it. Obadiah Stane. Dark Rain. That was recent. Yeah, you just missed Batman. I bet everybody will know the third round. Actually, some of us older guys might not. I'm pretty sure that was Norman Osborn, wasn't it? Yep. Everybody would think it was Rhodey because he's always the one, Except for that one time it was Pepper Potts. One time it was Maria Hill. And the one time it was Norman Osborn. Iron Maniac. All these alternate realities and variants and timelines, and they still can't come up with something truly creative. Yep, it was a evil Tony Stark. Although Dr. Doom would have made, would have played into everything right now. Wasn't that a different storyline? Armor Wars. I did like the Armor Wars storyline. I was collecting when that came out. Hammer Tech. I think that's what they were called. I don't remember. Arno Stark. I have no idea. Don't remember that. I read Iron Man off and on. Of course, I guess I could say I read everything off and on. I don't think I've ever read anything all the way. Not even Spider-Man. Cerebus, Sandman, Hellblazer, Preacher. Yeah, I've read quite a few complete ones. Just none of the big ones. I was thinking it was this long lost brother. But is he also a future version? Because you know how they do that. You know, it's his brother, but it's also his brother from the future. But it's actually him. No. In what storyline did Tony Stark join the Guardians of the Galaxy? The heck is 36955? Is that actually a storyline? Is that a glitch? Phil says it's the answer. Secret Invasion. Yeah, I don't think he did in Infinity Gauntlet. What armor was built specifically to combat the Hulk? Oh God, I wonder which one it was. Yeah. It's where sometimes look for difficult questions and find questions like, who is the lead character in Amazing Spider-Man? It's ridiculous sometimes, like this. I mean, really, we all know it's the Hulk Buster armor. Except Phil, he just likes breakers. Oh, yeah. That was the name of the fictional Orlando NFL team in the TV final season of Coach. Bleeding Edge. That sounds cool. But I have no clue. I fell for Civil War. I didn't fall for Civil War 2. Well, looks like Phil got it right. Is everybody copying, or do I need to investigate that answer a little deeper? I don't need your Civil War. Exactly, that's what I said. The first one was drawn out, and too many crossovers, and too many side stories, and of course I had to have them all. I'm one of them completists. So 120 issues of Civil War later, the only thing that really happened was Captain America was dead. And everybody knew who Spider-Man was. He was sneaky. Although all of them sound good. But you know, Tony, he goes with like the most literal. Space Case. Wow. Y'all don't know much about Iron Man. Or else there were some bad questions in that batch. All right. Well, here's the one everybody's been waiting for. More. Even though they're not truly Saturday morning cartoons, because by the 90s that was a thing of the past, they would have been. You know, they were more afternoon, evening cartoons, I guess. But they were a return to good cartoons, because the 80s, I mean, the 80s had good cartoons, but they were all like different. They were more the action type Transformers, G.I. Joe, you know. We didn't have Looney Tunes. We didn't have, well, Ren Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead, I guess, came around the end of the 80s. And a lot of these will just be speed. Who can answer it first? You know, who can read the question and get the right answer first? Because obviously it's to take over the world. Although he does do all the other things, you know, or tries to. In the episode Pinky Suavo, what substance does Brain use to turn Pinky into a charismatic figure? Oh. I don't think anybody got it. I think it's gene altering tonic. Huh. Yeah. Guess you have to have seen it recently. And there's no clips this week. Sorry, these are a little too recent of cartoons. pretty sure showing more than about 3 seconds of video, I'm going to get me shut off. Children's TV show. Brain teens. I know, right? Well, your memory shouldn't suck as bad as mine does. That's why you gotta, like rewatch the things you love. Find the time. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember them now. I didn't remember the surname, but I remember him as Dr. Otto. The scratch and sniff. Right, on to the next one. This is Animaniacs question, which maybe I should have pointed that out. Yeah, I remember this one. I got a quick copy of each other. That's the only one that got it right. Y'all don't remember that? I can see it in my. I can see it. It does kind of tricky saying famous painting, but the Sistine Chapel is a painting. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Can't forget those. Mind controlled. Hello, nurse. Now you gotta remember which one's which, don't you? Which one's Yakko, which one's Wacko, and which one's Slappy? Is there a Slappy? It's Yakko. Everybody copied Jay and he got the wrong one. Dippy. Yeah, Slappy Squirrel. Okay. I haven't watched these in so long. No, apparently y'all haven't either. I was thinking it was the ability to be sad, but then I was remembering something about taste too. So, you stupid idiot. The cat that laid the golden hairball. Yeah, I remember Muddy Mudskipper. He was like a character. I don't remember him being a toy, but I don't remember that episode. So I don't know, guys. I have to go watch the episode and get back with you on that. Now that one I've watched recently, so I do know that answer for sure. We're flying. I can't do Ren at all. The big red button. Jay got it. It's just a big red button on the wall. Or maybe not the wall, but on the thing. He's floating in the bathtub. You gotta remember this one. Yeah. A kazoo. What is it? Angelica afraid will happen. This is Rugrats, by the way. I should have specified. I forgot to indicate that. Didn't do my backgrounds. Didn't have time. For some reason it wanted to keep throwing my microphone out. I keep fixing that. So y'all could hear me rant about how hard it is to set this up. And it shouldn't be. And I barely watch Rugrats, but I need that one. A streetcar named Desire. A clean diaper named Desire. That's hilarious. Although Tommy's streetcar sounds cool too. So does Stroller Madness and Crib of Dreams. Those must be other episode titles or something. Wow. So now I have to watch them and think about them being ghosts. That's pretty cool. Now I can see why it would be the balloon dog. Why they would not share it. And mad again. Let's see. I need a list from you, Matt, of things you don't know everything about. All right. Well, we got 3 ducks gone. Y'all, the winners of each round will get a duck for next month's giveaway. And we'll go ahead and type Animaniacs. That was my favorite of the ones we just went over. And we'll give away a 4th duck. It was a little bit shorter, tighter show this week. I don't know if I like that or not. I like having movie scenes and stuff. It sucks that you can't really do it like you'd like to. So I'm going to look one up and play one real quick. Oh, I didn't sync the thing. Sorry. There you go. Now type in hashtag Animaniacs. Oh. Do. Open sesame. Okay. Are we still here? Wow. What was that? Computer just froze, locked up. No idea why. Basically, the way everything seems to be going. At least the microphone's working. So hopefully you can see and hear me now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people entered. Since I had to reboot and restart everything, I don't have YouTube open. I don't know how many people still left in chat. So I'll give you about 10 more seconds and we'll go ahead and draw this and end the stream before it freezes up on me again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. All right, Jay. And Matt wins another duck. Yeah, it's rigged. I don't know how, but it's rigged. Hope you feel better, Jay. If you do happen to hop up, actually, probably in about 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and go live for the hangout since we finished up so early. And thanks everybody for coming. Come on, there we go. Click. Thanks everyone for coming, and we'll do this again next week. I still haven't synced it. Maybe that was the problem earlier. Yeah. Anyway, I had a rough week with setting this up because I deleted my entire project file and had to rebuild everything from scratch, and kind of had some glitches come up, which I'm having to deal with because there is no alternative if you're going to do this for this software. You just have to deal with its little idiosyncrasies and have fun. Setting it up's not really fun lately though, but at least the game is. So anyway, good night everybody. I hope to see you in a few minutes in the community hangout. Just flip on over to the other stream and I'll be there shortly. And good night all.